Greetings, beautiful Bohemians. My name is Cassandra and welcome to my channel. I am so excited because today is my first post ever and I'm so happy that you're here to share this with me. So thank you so much. I am so grateful for you to tune in today. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and showing some interest in what I have to say. I really do appreciate that. So what you can really expect from me and my channel is talking about everything from social justice to Reiki energy to chakra healing to yoni health to sexual health, yoga, veganism, herbal medicine, meditation, all types of fun stuff. So if these are things that you're into or you're looking to get more educated on them, please hit the subscribe button at the bottom and make sure that your notifications are on so that you know every time I post a new video, which will be every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Good morning, my beautiful Bohemians. It is a lovely Tuesday, I think. I forget the days of the week when I'm not working, so it's weird. I'm gonna bring you guys on kind of like a tour of my day of what I eat and drink throughout the day as a vegan, and then kind of the errands that I run throughout the day, and just kind of an inside scoop of my life, you know? So I'm going to start with my handy dandy delicious lime water with, of course, my stainless steel straw. I really used to hate water, like ugh, I used to really hate water, but then I think it was Ellen Fisher. Shout out to you, Ellen Fisher, who put me onto lime water, like fresh lime water, and now I can actually drink water throughout the day as long as it has lime in it. So I'm gonna start with this and then we're going to move on to our next adventure for the day. So refreshing. It feels like my body's being recharged. So what I have been doing every single morning when I wake up, especially because I have time now that I'm off in the summer, is I've been doing a morning routine. So what I start with are some stretches, maybe some yoga if I'm feeling like it, some leg lifts and squats, crunches, and then a meditation. Meditation lasts from about 5 to 7 minutes depending on how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling like today I'm a little distracted, I'll do 5 minutes. If I'm feeling like, okay, I really got this, I feel like I can really do this, I'll do 7 minutes. And if I'm kind of just like, I'm not too sure how I'm feeling, I'll shoot for 6. That way, I can't give myself the excuse like, oh, I just don't feel like it today, I'm not gonna meditate. I have to get my meditation in every single day, whether it's 5 minutes or 7 minutes. And you know, a lot of us, I feel, we think that we need to be meditating for like hours and hours. To really kind of center you for the day, 5 minutes is perfect. And if that's all that you can do right now, that's perfectly fine. Meditation is a practice. It's not, you know, I'm gonna get this right away, and if I don't get it, if I can't sit for 15 minutes straight, then I'm just gonna give up on it. No, I think that's a common misconception about meditation, and that's kind of what turns people off about meditation a lot of the times. So if you can do 5 minutes, even if you have to start with 2 minutes, 2 minutes is perfectly fine as well. Whatever your body is telling you that day, that is what you go with. So I'm gonna do a 6-minute meditation today, and to get my day started. And as you can see, my animals are always in my space, like constantly. It's like they will be in the room when I'm doing things out here, and then as soon as I sit down to start my stretches or my meditation, both of them come out and they have to be right here. But anywho's, I already did my stretches, I already did my crunches, and I already did my squats and my leg lifts. So I'm just going to show you what I do for meditation. So I just completed my 6-minute meditation. I'm feeling definitely more calm, more at ease. I'm feeling ready to conquer the day. So I am going to now take Mr. Bori. Come here. I'm gonna take this guy for a walk because he's whining, and he's a very quiet dog, so when he starts to whine, that means he's like, come on, Mom, let's get together. So I'm gonna take him for a walk, and then we're actually gonna take a trip down to the Goodwill Center, and we're gonna donate some clothes. So here we go. She's enjoying listening to the solar plexus meditation music for chakra healing. She's into it. She's been sitting there for quite a while, just watching and listening. All right, so I just got back from walking Bodhi, dropping off some of our donations to the Goodwill Center. I really like to declutter my house at least once a month. So I go through my closets, my drawers, the kitchen, blankets, anything like that. I go through at least once a month and I clean shop of anything that I haven't used or that I don't see myself using in the future. Things that I just feel like, you know what, I really don't need this. And I kind of just put it in a bag and I send it over to, I bring it over to the Goodwill Center. So at least it's not going to waste, it's going to someone who actually can use it and who's going to use it. And what's really cool about the Goodwill is that they are kind of like a store. So anything that you bring to them, they set up on racks, and it, like when you go in, it looks like almost like a Macy's or like a Walmart, or it looks like a store. So people can shop around and see what they want and see what they want to get, and it's all donated secondhand things. So now I'm starving. So I've been doing intermittent fasting. I don't eat anything from about 8 p.m. Yeah, 8 p.m. to about 12:30-ish. But today, since I was running some errands, I'm eating later, so I'm actually very, 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 very hungry. So I don't know what I'm gonna make. What is this button? What does this do? I don't know what that does. I have some potatoes. I have some, these are like things that are just left over in my fridge. I have some potatoes, some lettuce, some leftover rice, beans. I have some avocado. They're not exactly ready yet, but they're definitely edible. So I'm thinking of just making like a simple guac type of thing. I'm going to bake the potatoes in the toaster oven, heat up the rice, heat up the beans, cut up some onions. We don't have tomatoes. And put the guac and make this big ginormous salad. So let's do this. I cut up pieces of potato. You can pick whatever, any kind of potato you want. These are Idaho potatoes, I think. You can do sweet potatoes, any kind of potato that you like. I'm not much of a sweets person. I'm more salty, savory. So I chose the Idaho potato. And you can put any type of seasonings you want. So I basically drizzled some olive oil on top, and then I put some lemon pepper. What else did I put? Lemon pepper, organic chili powder, cilantro flakes, what else? And organic crushed red pepper, because I really love things spicy. So now I'm gonna put this into the toaster oven for about 20 minutes and let it bake and sizzle and get crispy, and it's gonna be so delicious. All right, so I have my guac over here, where surprisingly one of my avocados was actually ready to go. So I just mixed that up with some crushed red pepper, some lime juice, some adobo. I think that's it. Cut up some onions, and I have my lettuce here cut up. Here are my cooked potatoes ready to go, all nice and crispy. And then I have some leftover rice and pink beans and what are these? Chickpeas that we had last night for dinner. So I have some leftover of this because I love my rice. I need to have rice. And this is my lunch for today, and I am super excited. Oh, and on the lettuce, I drizzled some lemon juice as well, and I'm gonna take this avocado mix, this guacamole, and I'm gonna mix it in and make like a dressing. It's gonna be a dressing on the lettuce. So I'm gonna go eat my lunch. I'm full. All right, so I just finished eating my rice and beans and chickpeas. And then I also finished eating my salad with my guacamole dressing, avocado dressing, whatever you want to call it, and my little potato wedges. And it was delicious. And I had that with just a glass of ice water. We actually don't drink anything in this house other than water and tea that we make from scratch. So I'm personally a fan of cold tea, iced tea. So we will boil up some green tea and then put it in the fridge, and then when it's ready, when it's cold enough, we drink it like that. But we absolutely do not drink soda or concentrated juices or anything like that. And I apologize for my lisp a little bit. I just put my Invisalign back in. But anyways, so it was delicious, and now I am gonna actually get some work done, and then I'm gonna be clocking out very soon because it is so important. If you are home throughout the day, if you work from home, if you have extended periods of time where you're on vacation, where you don't have to go into the office, it's very important that you have a time where you clock in and you have a time where you clock out. That way you are not overextending yourself, or not really getting the things done that you want to get done because you don't have a schedule or a routine. And I'm someone who is not organized at all, but I find that with a schedule and creating a list of what the things I have to do and the times that I have to do them, it's really helpful to me, and I get everything done that I want to get done. So I'm going to get some work done, probably do some editing, and Justin will be home soon, and then we're going to cook some dinner. So I just checked my emails. I checked to see what's going on because I do start school next week. I have summer training next week before the kids come in. So I have to, register for Summer Institute and kind of just figure out what I'm gonna do in terms of next week because shit's about to get real. This is a side note real quick. I'm really excited to go back to work. Because I really miss my kids. I miss having a routine in terms of, being somewhere throughout the day and doing things throughout the day. Because I've noticed that for me, it gets very difficult being home every day. Especially if I don't, like, all my friends work, my boyfriend works, so it's not like, and I can do things on my own, which I have. I go and I give donations. I'll go to the park with Bodie. I do try to get out of the house so that I don't get crazy and get cabin fever, but I do notice that I can very easily get sucked into the couch and just be doing work on my computer all day, or like kind of just being here, and that gets I get very antsy and it gets very heavy on my energy. So I am very excited to go back to work. Where was I going with that? I'm all set for Summer Institute, and I'm going to be setting up my classroom. I get a brand new classroom this year because last year my classroom was like this big, and I had 23 big ass 6th graders in there plus myself, and the 6th graders are bigger than me. So it was a very tight space all year, very hot, but this year, from what I have seen in the pictures, my classroom looks ginormous, and I'm very excited to see what I can do with the space. I'm going to be having a healing space in like a healing altar in the classroom where I'll have a Himalayan salt rock. I'll have some essential oils. I will have it's like moon sand that it's good to calm you down and calm your energy when you're feeling anxious, or if you're feeling upset, if you're feeling angry, kind of redirects your energy. Shout out to Miss Bilal, who got me, she's my favorite person ever, she's my soulmate teacher. She's my teacher soulmate. She's my teacher soulmate. She had gotten me for my birthday this Zen tool, I guess I would call it, and it's like a little sandbox, and it has a little rake, and you can move the sand, and it's very calming, so I'm going to have that there as well. And probably a couple of little just tangible things that my kids can play with whenever they're feeling overwhelmed, they're anxious or angry or whatever it is. They are free to meditate, they are free to pray, they are free to contemplate, they're free to sit there and just sit there and just be in their thoughts. That's totally up to them. So I'm excited to get that together because I didn't have the space for that last year, and that's something that I really wanted. So what I wanted to show you was I'm actually going to take some time out now to read. I like to try and read every single day, one book per month I'm going to read, one book per month. So I just started this one. It's called Yes, Thank You Universe. This was a gift from a random man who I don't know, who I've never seen before, but I was on one of my shifts at the yoga studio, and he was doing a book tour, and he's from India. And this is a book that he wrote, and he gave it to me, and he signed it, and he was very kind and very nice. And basically what it's about is accepting your circumstances for what they are right now, and saying thank you for those circumstances, regardless of what they are. Because if you resist, you're only going to be anxious, you're only going to be stressed. But if you accept what is happening in your life, and you give gratitude to what is happening in your life, whether regardless if it's good or bad, good things will come to you. And blessings and abundance will come into your life. So I'm really loving this book, and I want to take back these lessons that I learn and bring it back to my classroom to pass on to my kids, because anything that I learn or anything that I read, I love to share with my kids, because I believe that's really important. I think it's really important to teach life skills, and not just this was the 7 Years War, this was the Civil War, this was George Washington, right? I like to, while those are very important, and kids should know the history of the United States, and and I do teach global history as well, world history. I think it's even more important to learn life skills, like how to be compassionate, how to be kind, how to deal with stress and anxiety, because those are real things that people as young as 6th and 7th grade are going to go through, and go through even more as they get older. I'm going to read a little bit of this, and I think that's going to end my day for today. Yeah, feeling pretty good, feeling pretty productive. Alright guys, so that's about it. I feel like I got a lot done today in terms of leaving the house, donating some clothes, walking the dog, making a nutritious, healthy lunch, getting some editing done, answering emails, working on my website, meditating, stretching, getting my body moving. And I want to thank all of you guys for taking the time to take a peek into what I do on a daily basis, and really have an interest in what I have to say and what my life is about. So thank you again so much. I really do appreciate all the time that you put into today, and I will see you next Tuesday. See you later, Bohemians.